If you've just gotten your hands on a PSVR2 headset yesterday or the day before, you might be thinking, I want to show off this headset to my friends and family who've never tried VR before, but I don't know what to put them on. I don't know what game to show them that's easy enough to get to grips with in seconds and also blows them away visually. That's where my recommendation for Kayak VR Mirage comes in, and I've sung this game's praises for months and months on PC VR, and now it's over on PSVR2, and it's equally as amazing, if not more amazing because of the features they've added. So, let me talk you through it. I also just want to put a disclaimer, if you see any screen tearing, which is essentially where it looks like the image breaks apart a little, that is just on the social screen and on the recording. That is not in the headset, and you will not see that anywhere in the headset, and the headset is buttery smooth and great. So anyway, Kayak VR Mirage is a kayaking game, who would have known, that spans over 4 locations, each with a night, day, and sometimes another variant, such as Norway, which has a storm. You can explore all of these areas in these different settings, and they are fairly big. Some, like Kings Canyon in Australia, are smaller river rides where you can just paddle yourself through a creek, whereas there are big expanses like Costa Rica, Antarctica, and Norway, which allow you to explore to your heart's content. And there are some pretty cool things to find. Good God. And everything looks just crystal clear, man. The water seems clearer as well. I think they might have updated that. And the music here as well. You can hear the water drop from the ceiling. Wow. And this is the perfect game to show someone VR who's never tried it before, because the movement is quite slow, the visuals, I mean, you're looking at them, they're incredible, and the control scheme is just swinging your arms. It's just paddling. That's a natural thing. That's a thing we do in real life. You don't need any button presses, you don't need anything like that. You just paddle. Like that is the best that's ever looked. No fucking question. But you might be asking me, what if I just want to show them something with the headset on its own, and don't really want them free moving with my controllers? Maybe they'll swing into a wall and break the Sense controllers or something. But this game has you covered with that as well, because they have a new tour mode that's been added on PC VR and PSVR2 upon launch of this version, where you don't have to paddle at all. You use the Sense controller triggers to speed up or slow down the ride, but then the kayak just takes you around the map, shows you all the sights you want to see, and although you're just seeing the Norway footage right now, these tours are on every single map. Oh, I can speed up. Oh, okay. That's a neat idea. I can speed up and slow down the journey. Even that land over there looks pretty clear. I think it's just trees. The headset struggles with a little bit. I don't think I ever got the sense of depth that I see from this on the Quest. Because the OLED panels, the blacks and the whites really managed to distinguish themselves. Like, that's nuts. That's crazy. Hello, crabs. Whoa, I didn't know they were there. Jesus, man. What a nuts. We live in a time where you can just go kayaking at home. The fact that you have adjustable speed and can decide which speed is most comfortable for the wearer, coupled with the pretty big routes that these tours take, it makes for a very immersive experience. And quite a relaxing one as well. Not just for showing new players, but maybe you've had a long day at work and come home. This would be perfect. You can sit back in a kayak, enjoy some amazing views, and relax in a virtual version of Costa Rica, or Antarctica, or Norway, or Australia. Bloody hell. Now you might be thinking, this looks all great, but how does it look in the headset? And I would say this is not a mixed bag compared to PC VR, but there are trade-offs that you will get when choosing your platform. PSVR2 still looks absolutely incredible, especially with the more flat surfaces like rocks that have some little details and indentations in. Those look better than PSVR in my opinion. Same with the night maps, especially with that exposure slider. Everything looks crystal clear, and there's only a slight screen door effect, but that's more of an effect from the PSVR2 headset itself and not the game. One area where I think the PSVR2 struggles a little more in its version compared to PCVR is foliage, especially at a distance. I mean, straight off the bat, this is the best this has ever looked. I played this on PCVR the other day, and although PCVR is incredible, the USB-C required has a lot of compression going on with it. I mean, yeah, this is the best this has ever looked. There's more double imaging than on PSVR. Like, I don't know if you can see that if you watch those trees. In the headset, there's double imaging there. But in terms of actual clarity when you're still, I think this beats PC. Also, yeah, that's just ridiculous. Anyway, I would say objects in the distance still look a little clearer on PC just because of the specs that you can get on PC. But then closer up, all of this is, the detail is far greater. Okay, yeah, now this is where this headset shines and this version of the game shines, is closer up stuff like this. Because this looks better than PC. However, this really isn't that big of a deal, and it still looks incredible, especially if your experience with VR is from a standalone Quest 2 or from a PSVR 1. This is still going to blow you away, and it's only because I've experienced Kayak VR on a PC that I even am making this comparison at all. Which is kind of silly, because a PS5 is not a PC, and yet it looks almost as good in some areas and better in others. That's clearer than it was on Quest. By far. I don't want to calibrate headset. I'm good. I'm just looking at the submarine. I just think the headset struggles with trees, or the console does. That's the only thing. Everything else looks clearer than it does on PC. Touching back on that screen door effect I mentioned earlier, yes, it is slightly noticeable in the nighttime versions of some maps, but to be honest, the OLED panels of the PSVR 2 provide with an amazing HDR experience, contrasting blacks and whites in different shades and tones compared to PSVR headsets like the Quest, that I can forgive a little screen dooring to get those true black colours through the panels on the headset. To be honest, I don't see that much mirror. Comparing this to PSVR, obviously with the compression and everything, I think this looks clearer. Oh, and I haven't even mentioned one of the best things about this version, which is Sense controller and headset haptics. Because my god, does this make the experience so much more immersive. Obviously, you're not going to get actual resistance when paddling through the water because, well, there is no water. But the Sense controllers do a damn good job of replicating what it feels like to paddle through water. Hitting different surfaces also gives you feedback, and even hitting your head on low-hanging branches, you can feel that through the headset rumble. It's really cool. Oh my god, the haptics. Oh, wow. Yep, you feel that. You feel that. One of my favourite parts of the entire game. Okay, let's see. Headset haptic time. Yeah. There it is. So all in all of this stacks up to make an absolutely incredible experience for new users to VR, and also for long-time VR users who maybe haven't seen fidelity of this kind before. If you do have a friend or family member coming over and you want to show them something incredible that won't take too much time and they can stop anytime they want, explore to their heart's content, or have a guided tour where they don't have to do anything, Kayak VR Mirage is the game to buy. And at a cheap price of around £20 here in the UK, what's not to like? Anyway, thank you all for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, I've got many other videos on VR games, and there'll be many more videos on PSVR 2 games coming out, because I have about 7 that I need to get around to reviewing. So, once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.